Hi, Nahom here from Five Senses Academy. I'm really glad that you joined me again today. We are working on a series entitled Creating and Executing Lesson Plans. And today we're on our third day. I put this little snippet by itself because it's very important. I don't want it to be overlooked. Every teacher, every parent, anyone who's working on a lesson plan must always include building vocabulary. No matter what you're talking about, it's important to build vocabulary. Building vocabulary can be very fun. It can be very fun. Whatever this theme is that you started working on has words attached to it. If it's animals, like we talked about yesterday, or if it's transportation, you have trucks, you have tractors, you have boulders, you have bulldozers. Those are already, in and of themselves, their own words. So the first thing that you do is you highlight a few words built into that lesson plan that you're going to use over and over again. When you're describing the trucks, or when you're sitting at circle, whenever you're playing, whether it be in the blocks or you're doing arts and crafts, you use those words over and over again. Doesn't have to be a lot of words. It could be 5, it could be 10, depending on your age group, and use them all throughout the entire month. By the end of the month, most of your children will know those words. That's the first. Very easy, right? Secondly, just a basic general idea. I've seen parents do this all the time. Their kids come to them and they point, and mom knows what he means, just grab it and give it to them. No. Ask your children to say what they mean. Ask your students to say what they mean. When they're moaning, I don't understand, please use your words. And if you see them fumbling to try to get the right words, give them the word that they need. Do you want your cup? Do you want that book? Do you want to play by yourself? Are you tired? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Give them the words. And when you require that they use the words, then they have no choice but to use them to talk to you. Even when you understand, you don't have to answer. We're teaching children to be members of society. And in society, they have to speak in order to get what they need. So let's teach them to use their words. Read. Read as much as possible. As long as they're willing to listen, read throughout the day. Read silly books so they can be introduced to new words. The best way to introduce them to new words that you probably never use is to read a story to them. Because if you read a story about the zoo and you're not actually at the zoo, guess what? All the words that you would use at the zoo would be used with your student. I would encourage you not to have any words out at all. No words labeled anywhere. Sit down. As you talk about the words, you write them together and you stick them to wherever they belong. We're working on the letter D. D for door. Where's the door? You go to the door. Maybe an index card. Write door. D-O-O-R. The children watch you write it. Then somebody, a volunteer, can stick it on the door. So every time they walk past the door, they are well aware that it's the word door written on the door. A mistake that many teachers make is they have everything labeled already. So the children kind of see it, which is still good, you know, it's not that it's bad, but it'll be better if you write the word together. Then you made a connection. The word has meaning. So every day you can add another word. Shelf, you write it. What's that first letter? What letter makes that sound? And you start writing the SH so they can understand the SH sound, and you write the words. That's another way. Having print-rich environment, making sure, for example, books don't always have to be in the library. Why not have books in the block area, or books in the circle time rug, books in the manipulative play, books in the art area? Why can't they look at a book and to follow a letter or to draw what they see in the book? Books everywhere. Of course, you have to teach them to respect the books and be gentle with the books so they don't tear them, but it's a part of their learning. They have to handle the books everywhere. Reading makes such a big difference, and I would like to show you a book that I really love. This book, The Way I Feel, helps toddlers. They love this book. This helps toddlers and preschoolers. It helps all the children understand feelings and emotion. This book gives children a word to match their feelings. This book is called The Way I Feel, and it was written by Janan Kane. Very good book. Let me just pick a page here. Oh, angry. Look at the color that's used to demonstrate the anger this girl is feeling. I'm going to just read this page for you. Angry. Angry is how I feel right now. I shout with a mighty roar. I mostly want to frown and growl and stomp upon the floor. Listen to that excitement in reading. The kids can relate. Oh, they remember when they felt angry, and now they know the words. That's why in your classroom, when they say, I'm so angry, that's good. You don't get in trouble for expressing your anger if you do the wrong thing in your anger. Then you make it in timeout, or you might have to have a talk. But not because you express you're angry. It's good for children to know if they're disappointed or sad or angry. And sometimes they act out because they don't know how to express what it is that they're feeling. They want you to know, but they don't have the words. Give them the words. Use tools like books like this. Especially if someone's having a bad day and they're sitting by themselves, maybe hand them this book. They could maybe relate to the people, the children in this book. So when you're making your lesson plan, do not leave out vocabulary. Vocabulary is very important. It doesn't have to be like a 4th grade spelling list and they have a spelling test at the end of the week. Not at all. Have fun as you're playing with your truck. Oh, I see your truck is digging. Use expressive words, descriptive words. Help them find words to say what they want to say. Thank you so much for joining me. I had a really good time talking about vocabulary with you. I'll see you tomorrow as we go deeper and deeper into building our lesson plan.